Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If it's your first time here, a very special welcome to you. My name is Nolita Chabane. I hope you welcome back, subscribe to my channel, and I hope you do enjoy this video. So just to introduce today's video, I will be chatting about holiday work, vacation work, seasonal work, whatever you want to call it. So we will be chatting about the fact that we know exams are almost upon us this month. I mean, we are almost at the end of October with matriculants starting early in November. I wish you all the best if you are writing exams. So you gotta think about what you will do. So in this video, I'll be chatting about that, and then we will just talk about what it is that you can do in terms of work, not only paid work, but we'll also chat about what it is that you need to do as you start searching for job opportunities, what you need to do, and why you need to be looking to do some work during the holidays, not only for pay, but there's benefits that we're going to get into later on in the video. We will also just chat about things to be cautious about, and I'll also be sharing some websites where there's valuable information in terms of companies that offer a vacation or holiday work. If you haven't started looking for work already, you should start as soon as possible. Now, it is very important that at this point you have a CV. I'm sure all of us know what a CV is. You might have had leadership roles at school, in tertiary, where you were maybe a captain of a team, you might have been a class monitor. So don't look down on those things, because if you have been a class monitor, that's something that actually speaks about your ability to lead other people. So put all those things in your CV, and obviously you need to keep it a little bit short and concise, because if you do get an opportunity then to go for interviews, you will get to speak in more detail in terms of what you would have put in your CV. So yeah, I mean, I'm just thinking, CV writing is really a topic that I will record in the future, because there's a lot that we need to do to really make our CVs stand out, but that's a topic for another day. So from October already, I mean, some companies start getting very busy already, which is the time around which they would look for, additional staff. For example, in retail, we know the seasons in retail are ahead. You've seen already, there's Christmas decorations everywhere, just reminding us that really Christmas is upon us and the end of the year is almost upon us. So yeah, that's why this is then the best time to start looking if you haven't. Let's talk about why you should be looking for employment during the holidays. Now, you might not need the money. I mean, if you need the money, that's another reason you should be looking, just to make a bit of extra money. And the other reason why you need to be considering doing some holiday work is that you will learn and ultimately then build your experience, so that once you have completed with your studies, then you're in a better position and you've put yourself at a competitive advantage against other job seekers out there. We hear how bad the statistics in terms of unemployment are in South Africa. You don't want to find yourself as part of those statistics. So these are little steps, just building up your CV to make sure that you are employable. Now, another thing that you will learn is, a bit of responsibility, because if you do get a job, you will be assigned some tasks that you need to do, and obviously you will have to account then for having executed those tasks. And also something else that's important then, if you are looking to make some money, as I mentioned earlier, it's a nice way of just using your free time just to make sure that you make a bit of money that you can possibly save and use for the following year. Or you can even want to spoil yourself or just entertain yourself. It will be a timely exercise if you go in person, so it might just be a good idea to email through your CVs as you search online for opportunities. Now, about working, without really focusing on making money, somebody might think, why would I want to do that? But as I've mentioned, I mean, you'll build up some experience, learn some responsibility, and obviously it's something that will be good for your CV. So there is a saying that you must take a job for what you will learn, not what you will earn. To be honest with you, you're not going to make a lot of money with these jobs or seasonal jobs. I also worked, at one of the major retailers. I wasn't making much. Sometimes, I mean, I would even go like for about 4 hours, but because I knew that it was going to earn me some experience, the money that I earned in those 4 hours really covered my lunch and the transport. But it didn't matter. What mattered to me was that they had called me and I had to be at the stores. I think at the time I was doing some stock taking, and so there would be bigger stores, smaller stores, and it didn't matter to me because I was building my CV as I was still looking for permanent employment. So keep an open mind and don't just focus on the money. Let's talk about what you need to do then before you start with your job searching. Very important, you need to start with updating your CV. So you need to make sure if you did have some work previously, that your CV is updated to reflect all your experience that you have. Very important, with every change, once you're done with this job that you get, if you do secure one, hoping that you will, you need to update then that you've worked for the company that you would have worked for. So very important to always update your CV. If you get a qualification, if you do a short course, I do have a video that I just released where I speak on what to do after matric, which is not only for people that have completed matric. Even if you are a graduate, you can do some short courses just to enhance your CV, and those things you need to put on your CV. These are skills that you need to indicate that you have, and hopefully that will then set you apart from other people that are applying with just the basics. So do check out that video for some tips on what you can do to just upskill yourself and just learn new things. Also then equally important is to make sure that you list some references. Now you might ask me, where are you supposed to get references if you haven't worked before? Now if you haven't worked before, you can put a community leader where you stay, somebody that knows you. Maybe you've done some community work with them. That is called a character reference, where the person can really attest in terms of the person that you are, in terms of how responsible you are. You might have a teacher that really maybe impacted your life or contributed in your life, that knows you, or maybe they were mentoring you beyond them teaching or lecturing you. Also, you can just put somebody as a reference, maybe a youth leader, a pastor in your church. So it's important also that you do let your reference know that you are going to put them on your CV as a reference, because you don't want them getting a call and they're all confused and they don't know what to say. So have a chat with them to say, I'm just updating my CV. Do you mind if I put you as one of my references or a character reference? And I'm sure they would be happy to help, obviously, having worked with you in whatever capacity. So work is not only formal employment. We work in a voluntary capacity. We work in the communities where we stay. So don't look down on those. Okay, so what can you apply for? We're going to just talk about then where to look for employment. So you can look into retail stores. So retail stores do take a number of people at this time. Obviously it's the busiest time of the year. People doing holiday shopping, Christmas shopping, just throughout the festive season. It's a busy time for retail, so that's an option. And also your restaurants, your hotels, your movie theaters, they would get very busy at this time of the year. So those are other places that you can consider going into. There are companies that will start to take graduates just to give them that opportunity to do some vacation work in line with what you have studied. Even if you're not going to get money, I mean, if you get an opportunity as such, imagine what it will do for you when you are then looking for a job where you enlist that you have worked at this auditing firm. So keep an open mind, like I said. You can also sell some products. You can buy a product that that you think people will really be interested in, and you can set up somewhere, even from your place of residence or go where you will be allowed, obviously, maybe, you know, at a shopping center or anywhere. You know, you could even sell on Facebook Marketplace. There's nothing, I mean, technology these days doesn't restrict us even to the areas where we stay. Obviously, you need to think about what will work for you. And then one can also, you know, offer some au pair or child minding services. So obviously people are going to want to, you know, go out, you know, and they will need somebody to watch the children. Not everybody will have a support system where they can call on a friend to help them with child minding, and that's something you could do for a fee. And you know, once you've done it, also enlist references, you know, of families that you've worked with that will know how good you are with children. And yeah, another one would be house sitting. Now, if you might not like children very much, so you can consider house sitting, where you would find maybe you know, an individual or family are going on holiday, but obviously they would like for somebody to be present at the place of residence, just to make sure that, you know, people don't notice that there's nobody and think of, you know, breaking into the house. So, you know, you can enjoy their space and just, you know, have your me time while getting paid. So these are just, you know, a few things that you can consider applying for. And lastly, what I want to share about is volunteering. Now, volunteering is something that really, where you will be giving back, obviously, to the community. You could offer your voluntary services in a nursing home, in an animal shelter. If you are an animal lover, you can you know, go to a children's home where you will just, you know, be there. You can do admin if you want to interact with the people that stay in the home. You can do that, and obviously that is valuable experience also that you will put in your CV. But volunteering is for everyone, really. We all have to contribute something in society, and we can't always work because we are going to get some remuneration. So having this free time is also an opportunity for you to job shadow somebody that you know that's in the line of work or career that you are interested in. So you will have free time. So take the opportunity to ask the person if you could, you know, go in just to see what they do in their day-to-day work. Now, not everybody is honorable out there. I just want to chat about, you know, the following in terms of things that you need to watch out for as you apply for work. So please beware of any scams where there's too many promises, and you know, there's lots of things happening these days that people get up to, criminals, you know, people want to take advantage of you know, young girls, young boys. There's human trafficking. So please think about your safety. If you're going to a place and you know, the address seems a bit secluded, please take a friend. Let somebody know that you are going to drop off a CV or you're going for an interview, so that you know, they will know where you would have gone to. Share the address with them, and make sure to check out the place. Use Google Maps, you know, just ask around if anybody knows where the place is, and then, you know, just please be careful as you go to certain places. And also another no-no is you don't pay anybody to get a job. Now, I think it's very silly that you would be looking for a job and somebody expects you that you have money to pay. Where would you get the money from? So really, reputable companies will not ask you to pay anything before you secure a job. So just stay away from those. I hope you have enjoyed this video, and that you will pick up a few tips, and you can obviously just research further to build upon what I've shared. So if you have, please give it a massive thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, share it with your friends, put on the notification bell so that you don't miss out when I send my next video. Thank you everyone for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.